Okay, now as I was saying, we go over the test dates together as one. So your first 3 chapters, your test date in lecture will be Monday, June 9th. Chapters 4, 5, and 6, again Monday, June 16th. Chapters 7, 8, and 9, again Monday, June 23rd. Chapters 10, 11, and 12 will be Monday on June 30th. Now here's where it gets a little tricky, is because that week we're going to do chapters 10, 11, and 12 on Monday. And then on that Thursday, you'll have chapters 13, 14, and 15, that exam for that one, and that will also be our last day of class. Also on Thursday, we'll have a lab practical as well, so you'll be hit twice with 2 exams. Sorry, it's just pretty intense class, so lots of testing. These dates are set in stone. If you need to ask someone for the day off, or if you need somebody to watch your kids the day before so that you can focus and study, these dates are set in stone. They will not change. I do that because I feel that you as a student need to know your days that you're going to test. If for some reason we don't get through those chapters by then, we always do during the summer. I know that sounds a little crazy, but we always do. We would just not cover that portion of that chapter. Okay, so for example, if we don't get through all 3 chapters, we get through half of chapter 3 on Thursday, then we would just do chapters 1, 2, and half of chapter 3 for your test on that Monday. Alright, so let's take a look at your lab test dates, which are on the far right hand side. These will be on Thursdays. Okay, there will be 3 lab practicals. Thursday, June 12th is your first one. If you want to write in what all is going to be on that particular exam, would be exercises 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Okay, for your next one would be June the 19th. So if you look, it'll cover everything after exercise 8 through the week of June the 19th, which would only be 11, 13, and 16. I also have a muscle exercise that I generally tend to throw in there, so it will also be during that part in the time frame. Excuse me. It will cover muscles. Okay. Thursday, July 9th will be your last exam for, I should say practical, for lab. It will cover exercises 9, 17, 10, 23, 24, and 25. So those are your dates. Also on Thursday, July the 3rd, you'll need to turn in your final, which will be a comprehensive, handwritten take-home exam, which I will basically go through that one when we start getting a little bit closer. Next week, we'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit. And I will make sure you have that information so you can start on it. Point scale for the class, I've already gone through that. If you have any questions, do let me know. Your tests are worth 100 points, finals worth 200. I did not mention the lab practicals though. Lab practicals are worth 80 points each. Your exercises as a whole are worth a total of 60 points. So that comes up to 300 points for your lab, 700 points for your lecture. So again, 70 to 30 scale. 70% lecture, 30% lab. And just to let people know, those of you that are not pre-med students, this is an extremely intense course. It is going to require a lot of work and serious dedication. If you are not a pre-med student and you are wanting to take this as an elective, I'm not saying that you can't. Obviously you can, it's fine. It's just that you may not want to go this far. It's got a lot of work involved. So you may want to consider possibly a different option, or just think about what you're getting into. It's fine. I don't have a problem with you being here. I'm not trying to say that you need to leave. but I want to make sure you understand everything that's going to be what you need to do, everything you need to do, basically. Your next few weeks will be extremely busy. You will be studying a lot. Most professors and most people, especially when I started teaching this class, used to tell me that just for your lab, your lecture, not lab, your lecture alone, they recommend 20 hours a week of studies. That's not including lab at all, and that is during a regular semester. So that's just an FYI. It's a lot of study. The lecture book is a little hard to read for some people. They do have some difficulties with it. If you have any questions, you can always let me know. But it is not an easy book to read. And I do expect for you to read it. So if you have any trouble, do let me know. But I'm just letting you know up front, this is an intense class. Some of you may want to think about it a little bit and make your final decisions today, since this is your only day to drop.